This ChemDraw tutorial will show you how to draw structures. To draw carbon-carbon single bonds, click on this icon in your tools bar. Then click on the page and it will insert a carbon-carbon single bond. If you want to add more carbons to this chain, hover on the atom until a blue box appears like this, and then click on that atom and a bond will automatically be inserted at the appropriate bond angle. If you want a custom bond angle, then click and drag to where you want the bond to be. If you want to convert a single bond to a double bond, all you have to do is hover on the center of this bond until the blue box appears. If you click on this bond, it'll be converted to a double bond. To insert atom labels, hover on the carbon atom that you would like to convert to, let's say, an alcohol, until this blue box appears. Once the blue box appears, type on your keyboard an O and the OH will automatically be inserted. If you want to put something other than an OH, you can always go to the toolbar and click on this text tool. So if you click on this text button, you should be able to again hover until you get the blue box, click on it, and then type in the label. There is a multiple bond tool that you can click on in order to insert other types of multiple bonds. If you click and hold on this tool, it will open a menu, and from that menu you can choose what type of bond you want, whether it's a double bond, a dotted bond, or a triple bond. Click on the triple bond and then click on this icon. Once you click on this icon, go back to the carbon atom to which you would like to add a triple bond, hover on it until the blue box appears, and then click on it. When you click on it, you'll see that the triple bond is added at the appropriate bond angle. Now this toolbar contains a lot of other tools that you might find useful. The ones that we've looked at so far are the single bond, multiple bond, and the text tool. Some of the other good tools to know about are the selection tools. This is the fragmentation tool. This is an eraser. And then here you've got the arrow tool. And if you click on this little icon here, you can click and hold to open different types of arrows, including reaction arrows and retrosynthesis arrows, and then you can choose which one you want. This is an orbital tool from which you can put in S and P orbitals. These are boxes and lines. This is for parentheses and brackets. And then now let's look at some of the other tools that we will demonstrate here. The tool that we're looking at now is going to be these bond tools. And this is if you want to insert either a dotted bond, a hash bond, a wedge or bold bond, or a wiggly bond. In each of these cases, decide which bond you want and then click on it. In this case, we wanted to put in a wedge bond, and so we click on this wedge bond, and then like before, when you go to the carbon atom and you hover until the blue box appears, if you click on it at that point, it will put in a wedge bond, and then you can add in your labels. Other things we can look at are the charges. So this contains charges such as the positive charge that we wanted to put, the negative charge, as well as lone pairs. If you want to put in a charge, choose which charge you want from here, and then hover over the atom until the blue box appears and then click on it. It will automatically put in the charge as well as add the extra proton. The other tools that we would look at are the template tools, and these are to draw cycloalkanes or benzene rings. In this case, what you can do is you can choose a benzene ring, for instance, and then when you click on the document, you're going to automatically have a benzene ring put in. And then from there, you can add in other functional groups as needed. Now let's look at the use of the analysis window. You can open the analysis window by going to the View menu and clicking on Analysis Window. Once you have a structure drawn, you can select it using either the lasso tool, where you click and drag around the structure, or using the Marquee tool, where you click and drag a box around the structure. In both cases, you end up selecting the structure. Now if you look at the analysis window, you can see that you have the molecular formula, exact mass, and molecular weight. You can adjust the number of decimal places using this tool here, and if you wish, you can actually paste all of this information underneath the structure. This is really useful when you're doing mass spectrometry or when you're doing reactions. The exact mass, remember, is what you observe in mass spectrometry. The molecular weight is the weight that you need when you're calculating amounts of reagents when you're setting up a reaction.